And I went out. It was January. Today is actually, Ken, today is my spiritual birthday. January the 11th is my spiritual birthday. I got saved on this day 12 years ago.
Well, happy birthday in the Lord.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir. So that's great that this is, we're being able to do this today. So
man.
I ended up going out with a friend of mine, ended up leaving home, and I went out with a friend of mine, and I just speak plainly with you. We were doing some methamphetamines and partying, and I remember this going on for several days, and I had gotten to the point where I wasn't enjoying anything anymore, and not just that weekend, but that had kind of been the pattern for the last couple of years of my life. I didn't enjoy what I was
Right.
doing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm sitting there on the couch with a friend of mine that I'd been doing these drugs with and partying with. And I just looked at him, and I'll never forget it. I told him, I said, everything that I've ever done up to this point, in the last 20 years has been nothing but the devil.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
And he told me, he said, man, don't start talking like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
because they want to be a buzzkill. And I said, I'm going home. I said, I'm leaving. And I just got up and I walked out the door, and I had a sense of dread that came over me. Just
Mm.
a sense of dread, I mean, I wasn't a fearful person. I mean, you don't live the life I lived if you're scared,
Right.
but
No.
this was a different kind of fear.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it was an ominous feeling that I had.
Mm-hmm.
And so I drove home, and I went to bed, and I said, well, I'll wake up in the morning and I won't feel like this. Well, I woke up in the morning and I still felt like that.
Yeah.
And I could not explain it. This went on for a couple of days, and it was a Tuesday morning, January the 11th. I got up, and I still had that just ominous, bad, dreadful feeling. And I went and I sat on the couch, and I cut on the TV, and I was going, watch the news before I went to work that day. And as I was sitting there, just as clear as a bell, I mean, I didn't hear like an audible voice, but I
Right.
felt it in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was just as clear as a bell. And God spoke to me, and God said, you're going to die and go to hell for the way you've lived. And I didn't argue with him. I didn't make excuses. I knew what he said to me was true. And in the same instance, I just remember God saying, "But you don't have to."
Mm. Amen. That's His love.
And I hit my knees right there in my living room. Nobody's in there. I mean, my wife's in the shower getting ready for work. The kids are not. Nobody's in there. I'm all by myself. And I hit my knees right there in the living room floor. And I don't remember what I prayed. I like to say it like this: I didn't know a lot, but I knew how to get home.